Hi, it's Brandon Splitty from ThirstGym.com. Today we're talking about exercise called the front foot elevated Jefferson split squat. So we've already got a video on the Jefferson split squat. You can check that out on our YouTube channel. This is just going to be a front foot elevated option. We're going to talk about the differences and why this might work great for a lot of your athletes. So when most people see a front foot elevated position, they immediately just think, oh, more range of motion, which means the exercise is going to be harder, and that's going to basically provide more growth and stimulus for the athlete. Not exactly wrong. I mean, I definitely thought that whenever I was starting to train people, but as I've learned more, this position can be great in terms of helping hip mobility and also helping people that have really bad anterior pelvic tilt or anterior orientation. So we see those athletes that are really kind of like cocked back like this. They're kind of like pushed forward and they do everything in this overextended position. Part of our jobs as coaches to help improve movement capability as well as also their training outcomes. And so by being able to do an exercise like this, we can take somebody from being here and hopefully help get them to kind of come back a little bit, feel a little more abdominals, be a little bit more stacked, and improve their movement options. So what you're going to need for this exercise is you're going to need some kind of block that you can stand on to have the front foot on, hence the front foot elevated piece. I'm using these two kettlebells. You by all means can use dumbbells. The Jefferson piece, as mentioned in our previous video, is just basically focusing on having the left hand up and the right hand down. So the reason we're doing that is we're going to orient the body into a left hand turn that's going to open up the internal rotation on this side, so it's to help us access more internal rotation. And then we have our right leg that's going to help us access more external rotation as on the front leg. So now, another piece to add is that as we have our front foot elevated, what happens is the body senses that, and we have to push ourselves up and back to get back to a neutral position. So our knees can definitely come over our foot. I don't want to say you want to purposely have your knees jut over your toes. That's not really what we're after. That's completely okay if it happens naturally, but that's not the goal of the exercise. The goal is to make sure we're keeping the whole foot contact down and pushing the body up and back while also implementing that left turn bias. So what I'm going to talk about here and show you is left leg up on here, left hand turned up, right hand turned down, right leg back. And as you can see, I'm already oriented towards the left by doing that, okay? It turns me toward the left. I want to take my zipper and basically try to get the point towards the left side of me. I'm going to feel my whole foot on the front block here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down as low as I comfortably can and push myself up and back. So notice that my shin is not in the middle of my foot like it would if I was just normally standing. When I finish, I'm finishing with my knee back behind my ankle, and that's really what we're after to help open up that hip mobility. So down, push back. Here, push back. So what it's helping me do, access more internal rotation on my left leg, push everything back, obviously a bigger range of motion, but also shift my center of mass back. And then when I do my right side, same thing here, push up and back. Push up and back, just like that. Okay, so exercise like this, we really like for 6 to 10 reps on each side for about 3 to 4 sets. As mentioned, usually we're programming this the left bias or a left turn bias, so we're going to try to get the athlete here. You can totally switch your hands up if you have a reason from your assessment or your programming you need to turn somebody to the right. However, in most cases, you are going to turn them to the left, as I'm already out of breath while explaining that. So if you got any questions about why you might turn to the left, how PRI principles work, anything like that, why you might use this exercise outside of what I just listed, please feel free to leave in the comment section. But I think you'll find that if you're somebody that feels like your left leg is always lagging, you've got that anterior pelvic tilt, you're really trying to get out of this orientation and improve hip mobility, especially on that left leg, this is an exercise I'll highly check out and watch how it's really going to help improve your hip mobility and your low back health. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave in the comment section. Thanks. Have a great day.